What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing the projected standings for the 2020 season. This is an article on MLB.com. It's not ideal. I wanted them to show all 5 of the teams. They only did the winners, and then they did some playoff predictions. I haven't looked at this, except for I just quickly looked at the fact that they don't have the 5 teams. But, yeah, it is by Matt Kelly. He did this June 24th of 2020. It was kind of around when the season was announced as happening. And yeah, we're going to look at it, react to it. Super excited for the MLB season. The day I'm recording this, we're 5 days away from the season. Hopefully COVID doesn't ruin it. So let's get into it right now. So AL East. Let me just read this. Standings using the Zips projection model, blah, blah. So AL East projected winner, Yankees 37 and 23. The Bronx Bombers are still the team to beat out in the East, but the incredible depth might become less of an advantage in a sprint. That's true, right? The Yankees have lots of injury problems, but they got all the depth for that. It won't be less. It won't be as big as an advantage because players aren't getting hurt as much over the 162 game season. The Rays, originally projected to be 9 games back for the New York, are now forecasted just to be 2 games back with a legitimate shot at the AL East crown. Yup. I'm not sure if I posted my Tampa Bay video yet, but for sure. Tampa Bay would at very least host a wild card game. The good news for the Yankees is that Giancarlo Stanton, James Paxton, and possibly Aaron Hicks will be healthy and ready to play right from the get-go. Judge's status remains unclear. Chapman got COVID. I'm not 100% sure whether Yankee players have COVID, but I know Chapman does, so that's not great. Division's most interesting teams in terms of range of outcomes might be the Blue Jays. Oh, okay. Toronto went from a long shot 0.6 postseason odds to something close to a puncher's chance, 15.1% in the second go-round. Okay, so yeah, Blue Jays got a chance. Now that I really looked at the Rays and Yankees rosters, I realized the Blue Jays are going to have to do a lot to really win this division or become a wild card. So, but there's always hope at summer camp. AL Central projected winner Twins. Yeah, this is kind of a tough division with the Indians and White Sox, but I think the Twins are the correct pick. Minnesota prevailed in a late season showdown. Will the reigning? Oh my God, you hear that? Some people like that, some people don't. Yeah, Minnesota's additions of Josh Donaldson and Rich Hill, along with the healthy return of center fielder Byron Buxton. Yeah, the Twins are good. I definitely think the Twins are good. Meanwhile, the White Sox were getting buzzed even before the season turned into a sprint, thanks to a super aggressive offseason. Yeah, they picked up Grandal, Keuchel, and Edwin. For sure, 17.9% chance to a 36% chance of making the playoffs. Szymborski is Chicago, finishing just 4 games back of the bomb squad Twins. Yep, I like the White Sox. Indians, meh. I think the Twins are the correct pick to win this division, though. They have them winning 2 less games than the Yankees. Okay, that's interesting. AOS, projected winner Astros. Okay, 36 and 24, so in between Twins and Yankees. I know they had the rough offseason. They still probably have the best roster. You don't want to say that. I had a guy I liked was George Springer, but I can't really like him anymore. Actually, I didn't really like George Springer. In 2017, I remember I really wanted an Astros hat because I liked how it looked. I'm glad I didn't buy that. A's likely will make it easier for Houston. Yeah, A's are one of the better, most well-rounded teams in this division. Mariners are horrible. Why can't I think of the other teams in the AL? Angels, right. Angels have a chance if everything goes well with their pitching, which is a doubt. But, yep, okay. NL East. Wow. They say the Braves and Nationals are going to tie. Wow, tiebreak game, anyone? That would be crazy. Oh, so the loser of the division tiebreaker would have hosting privileges in the wild card game as a cushion. Wow, that'd be insane. That'd be a fun game. Mets and Phillies projected to just be 3 and 4 games respectively. Could also put plenty of heat on Washington, Atlanta. I don't really like the Phillies. I don't like the Mets. I kind of like the Nationals. I'm a big Braves fan as well as a Blue Jays fan. So I don't like Mets fans. I don't like the Mets at all. But they got a chance. Everything has to go well for them. Otherwise, the Mets are gonna Met. We'll see what happens. NL Central projected winner Cubs. What? Hold on, don't want to go. All right, NL West. Wow, Cubs. Okay. This is one of the weirder, crazier divisions. You got Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals, and what's the last team? Reds. Pirates ain't doing much. What do they say here? I know the Cubs had a big offseason bringing in Moustakas Castellanos. Castillo gets another year under his belt. Wow, they're saying the Cubs win. I don't know about the Cubs. I say I got. Who do I really, this is the tough. This is a toss-up for who wins this division. It's not going to be the Cubs for me. The Cubs pitching's too weak, although they do have a good lineup. I think, but for me, it's Cardinals or Reds, and I think the Reds are going to do it. Cardinals second, Brewers third, Cubs fourth is how I'm saying this. Brewers third just because they get hot, they win. I watched this Talkin' Baseball podcast. They have John Boy Media and Trevor Plouffe and those guys, and they say the Brewers slogan should just be Yelich, Hader, and Bodies. That's what they do. They just have a whole bunch of bodies and Yelich and Hader, and they make it work. They get hot, they win games. So Brewers interesting. Well, this might be the site of the NL's fiercest competition. It also might yield the most heartbreak. Milwaukee, St. Louis, and Cincinnati all projected to fall one game short of the league's second and final wild card spot to be known. Yeah, this is going to be a super fun race for that wild card because all four of those teams are great. NL plus, the Mets and Phillies will also be in that wild card race. I mean, Nationals, Braves, Mets, Phillies. This is going to be crazy. NL West, Dodgers. 38 wins. They have them winning the most games. I think that's for sure. I think there might be a chance a team wins 40 games, and if any teams can do that, it's going to be the Dodgers. Picked up Mookie Betts. Rotation looks pretty good. Bullpen looks alright. Lineup looks amazing. The biggest story out west that the Padres, by at least one other, could make their first October appearance in 14 years. Okay, I like the Padres. I think the two wild card spots are going to go to Nationals and Cardinals. If it's not Nationals and Cardinals, the Brewers, Cubs, Mets. I'm probably taking Padres. So my wild card predictions are Cardinals. Who did I say? Cardinals, Nationals. After that, I'm taking Brewers, then Padres, Cubs. Yeah. So yeah, there's still a chance though. We could see top Padres prospect Mackenzie Gore or Luis Patino throw an inning or two in a winner-take-all game. Sign us up if they get into this wild card. Interesting. Zip's new projected postseason picture. Right. So AL Division champions, Yankees, Twins, Astros. Wild card game, Indians at Rays. NL Division champions, Braves and Nationals. They say they're going to have to make that tiebreaker. Cubs and Dodgers win the other divisions. And the NL wild card game, Padres... 30 loser. Okay. They say Padres will play the loser, the tiebreaker. What? That's it? Alright, they didn't give us anything but the playoffs. Besides that, it's hard to predict postseason matchups. But yeah, so that was the video. This is kind of quick, just a little bit of reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Super excited for this season. I didn't fully agree with all this guys' projections, but I agreed with most of them. So, pretty good article by Matt Kelly of MLB.com. And that's it. I'm out. Peace.